The AVP League has come to Chicago to close the season. Welcome to the AVP Championships. Quarterfinal action will get us started. 2 days of volleyball from Oak Street Beach as LA faces San Diego on the women's side. To open this morning, an incredible day of volleyball planned. 6 matches all the way to the end of the day. Welcome inside, everybody. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympic gold medalist Rich Lamborn. Rich, we start on the women's side. Who's on your radar in this second championship chase?
Well, everybody's on the radar, right? That's what we're playing the single elim bracket for. But we're looking at the San Diego Smash here today, defending champions, and kind of in similar fashion to last year, they kind of eked their way in and then really caught fire once they hit the playoff section of the season. Looking to do the same thing here in Chicago.
Virginia Arango, it has been a tumultuous year. Her third partner is Devin Newberry. They have played together now 4 matches. This will be their 5th. Winner of this one gets to play against the Palm Beach Passion. This is a rematch from Los Angeles, where Devin Newberry, it was welcome to the league with a lot of attempts, and she performed.
Yeah, quite a debut, and she was fantastic. Hit a high clip, blocking balls, as you see there on our little highlight package. She really debuted in a big way, but it was tough to rack up the wins the rest of the way out of the regular season.
Played a lot of close matches, including this one, which went 3, and San Diego opened 0-5 to start that third set. Very tough beginning to recover from. Newberry 438 on 32 attempts. That was outstanding, and those 5 blocks. As we look at the matchup here. On the other side, Meg Kraft, she is really establishing herself as perhaps the best young defender in the USA system.
Yeah, I mean, she's been kind of the constant for that LA team. She's such a great defender. She's such a great offensive player. Whenever they create those scoring opportunities, they are devastating.
You mentioned that the San Diego Smash have been through all these changes. What is it about Jeannie Arango that allows her to continue to play at a high level with all these different partnerships?
Yeah, I think it's just that sort of veteran poise and consistency. She's obviously a great server, great defender. We know all of her accolades, but it's kind of that calm collectiveness, collectedness, Kevin?
Collectiveness, yes.
that she displays that really kind of welcomes whoever's alongside her and makes them a good, solid unit.
Yeah, Gina now 36 years old, so about 12 years between the partners here. But they have looked awfully good together with Devin Newberry at the net and Gina running around behind. For the LA side, they have their eyes on 2028, Cannon and Kraft.
Yeah, I think this team goes as Therese Cannon goes. She's imposing at the net. Every now and then finds herself in little side out ruts. If she can avoid that, they are a very, very solid team. We talked about Meg Kraft as she runs out on the sand and how solid she has been.
Yeah, an aggressive transition attacker with defensive read capabilities that generates chances to score. She plays behind a blocker, entering kind of the middle of her career with a ton of upside still available. I agree with you, Rich. Therese Cannon's numbers will determine the LA Launch's future in this match and in this weekend. So we're out on the sand. This kind of jumpy sand here at Oak Street Beach.
Yeah, it had you salivating a little earlier talking about it, thinking, you know, maybe we could throw back to 04 and you could get out there and start flying around Chicago again.
Yeah, that was, what, 5 years ago or so?
Yeah.
I think 04. The championship chase starts now. We're on the women's side to begin. We'll have a couple of matchups here, setting our semifinals. One later today against the Palm Beach Passion, as they wait in the wings, both on the men's and the women's side. First side out goes to the San Diego Smash. Overpass, another opportunity here for San Diego. And a ripper from Devin.
Yeah, right on cue, the serving of Arango, and then LA trying to be steady in their side-out game. Starts off a little bit shaky.
So Jeannie Arango back to serve, kind of the lone remaining veteran presence on the women's side. As Kraft goes on to Meg Kraft, just 22 years old, 6-footer out of San Diego.
Yeah, we'll have to kind of keep an eye on the overpass / tight passing, because that is the option play is something that the LA Launch like to push in their offensive game. Sometimes when you're actively trying to push the ball up, you can overdo it at times.
Newberry fights off the short one, and she will go creative, but a little bit wide with that knuckler. 2-2, early action here. Best 2 of 3 playing to 15. So back to serve now goes Therese Cannon out of Pittsford, New York. Not a traditional home of beach volleyball talent. And as that ball misses, her serve is something that she has definitely improved throughout the season. It's become a weapon.
Yeah, it has become a weapon, and her partner alongside her also with a very, very difficult serve, and that's going to be a pivotal part of their success here in this one.
Yeah, a strong final couple of weeks for Cannon now. 10 aces on the year. She gets aced there. Devin Newberry picks up that point, just her 5th ace, but remember, just her 5th match in league play. So Newberry and Rango off to a quick start.
I hate to think we spoke this into existence, but that's not an overpass and 2 aces. We were talking about side out ruts. That's a great start if you're San Diego, not what you're looking for if you are LA.
Now 5-2, are you thinking timeout now off of this ace?
I mean, maybe if one more goes down here, you've got to do it.
Now she'll get the ball again with Cannon, and conservative pass that time, way off the net. Urango right there. She'll circle around to her left. Kraft will get a clean opportunity in transition the other way and put it away. That is a bouncer.
Yeah, with authority.
So winner gets Mellon Brandy, the Palm Beach Passion, later today for a spot in the championship. Two-time national champion Meg Kraft. Back to serve. Short one to Newberry. Both sides working on those net defenders, and there is another rip from Newberry, whose default appears to be aggressive.
Yeah, I like it. She has kind of physicality that belies her height. Not the biggest of blockers, but she blocks very well. Not the biggest of attackers, but she is bombing balls here early.
Yeah, comes in hitting .469, and she's added to that so far. Kraft will go around the backside and get a very nice set. Gina's there once again. This will have to go from Cannon, and it will not go. Another big block from Newberry.
All San Diego here early in the first, Kev.
7-3 open. Both partners contributing to this eventual point.
That was a tremendous look at that layout, and there's the closing stuff block. You called it, Kev. Timeout. LA.
Yeah, LA will use their one timeout in the set as they already trail by 4. We'll see what Mike Playcheck has to say here. How would you settle your team down, Coach Lamborn?
Mastermind Mike. Yeah, I think they just need to settle into their side out.
Because if she dumps a little bit early, right, she'll feel her block. So that's when you can come in and just make sure you're set. Yeah, just like less hopping, get in there, get ready for that swing. But I'll be scared to test Gina too. So I think Devin's in a pretty good rhythm right now and confident. So just let's take a deep breath.
No, we can get points on him.
Yeah.
You get too fast here. No.
But yeah, just focus, just feet, quick track.
Yeah.
Do the basics, the better. Just settle in. Yeah, just settle in, focus on our side.
Yeah.
About that platform work for Therese Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, I like the demeanor. First of all, let's see if we get any nuggets from Benny there.
If she slows down, be ready.
Angela Benson coaching on the other side for the San Diego Smash. As the Chicago crowd continues to filter in here on a Saturday morning. Perfect weather in Chicago. It does not get any better. We're expecting a high in the low 70s. Maybe a little bit of sun later, and then slightly warmer tomorrow. A Labor Day weekend to feast on here as the timeout works, and that ball is wide. Newberry has seen service early here. 96 attempts in 4 matches. Teams have been targeting her. And that will continue. Finally, LA gets him off balance. But that does not affect the aggressiveness of Newberry.
And that is not an easy swing to make. That ball coming all the way from the back part of the court over your shoulder, taking a healthy cut. That is fantastic from Newberry.
Urango delivers from well off the net, and the side-out game continues to be good as it is kind of a gladiator type stage here. Jeannie Urango checking the sand, checking the battlefield conditions.
Gently wafting her hands through the wheat.
Newberry missed there. That'll keep LA within striking distance. When they played in this configuration before, San Diego came up short in that third set. It was 15-8, but they played more or less even from 5-0. Kraft goes short, and it works. Opportunity for Cannon. She'll get aggressive, and it's a dig by Gino. How about that control? And the put away.
Yeah, so that's now a couple opportunities the LA Launch have had to score real points, so to speak, and San Diego's been equal to the task both times. One with the stuff from Newberry, and this time that beautiful dig you see right there from Urango. You mentioned it, Kev, the control, impeccable.
3 digs a set on the season for Gina St. Clair Urango. Option taken. And Meg Kraft will do that when it's available.
Yeah, I mean, I think they want to make that a steady part of their offense. And you can see why. I mean, Meg is just displaying all the skills out here.
Well, keep in mind, Meg used to be the blocker. So she was the one trying to take the option often in college during her 2 national championships under Dane Blanton. And there's Devin Newberry, another former collegiate star at UCLA, 2-time runner-up to USC.
Well, the crosstown rivalry is real, particularly in beach volleyball.
Devin saying it's good that Gina played a long time ago. She says, I don't know if I could play with somebody who I just lost to in the national title a couple of times, as she creates her own point there. It is all San Diego early.
Kev, as you once told me, you'll do anything if the price is right.
Cannon gets under that one. Difficult through the cable. Urango again with the rundown. And a little inside slide. Is that Taylor Crabb out there? Gino with another point. They've doubled up.
It's really a shame that your pantomiming in the booth is going wasted on not being on camera.
Little Matt Foley maybe for a moment. Check of the glasses. So the story the same for San Diego thus far, who you mentioned were the last to get into the playoffs last year and then went on a championship run all the way to our overtime win in Los Angeles in the fall of 24.
I mean, this is kind of the ultimate expression of it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Bad pass, good set. LA in need of taking advantage here. They do it. So finally they convert one. Still trailing by 4. Not a lot of room for error left in set 1.
None indeed. And the difference there is it was on the bat of Meg Kraft, who's been all but automatic for LA in this first set.
Yeah, I talked to Reese Cannon about this matchup before it started. She said Gina reads and reacts so well, and then she hits the perimeter of the court. She'll just find the edges everywhere, and she can't find it there. Cannon over on 2, smartly done. Little run now for LA.
Yeah, that set got a little bit behind her. Meg made a nice read.
Quick 3-0 run. Now that'll have the timeout going the other way to San Diego. So both teams with their moments here in set 1.
A good second look at that scoring play for the LA Launch.
It's just not getting a rhythm of serving here on Devin. But I think Devin's in pretty much hit mode right now too. So just try to read her body line as a defender and just step in there and dig it too if it goes to her. But again, we're gonna get points. Just we got to set it and focus on our side. Take a breath. Let's keep this run going. Where do you want to go from? Do you like going from 1? Or do you like going?
Teams coming back out on the sand gives us a chance to check in with a third member of our crew, Casey Patterson. Casey, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, I just listening and talking to Mike just before the match, and then, you know, kind of a vibe again today where, you know, with Cannon and Kraft, if they side out real solid, he said, you know, their goal today is aura farming. For the kids, they'll explain it to all the parents. That just means max aura, right? Like vibes are at the highest possible. And if we side out at a high clip, then everything else becomes fun, right? And so with that shaky start, of course, going back to their foundation of, hey, look, we just side out at a high level, and then everything else comes our way. That's kind of the goal going forward, starting at the end of this set, going on for the rest of the match.
Yeah, side out hugely important as an opportunity there taken once again by LA. Aside from those 3 missed service reception opportunities, it's been even up throughout this entire first set.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, that's how big a factor serving and reception plays. Getting a break there is LA as Newberry into the net.
Little 4-0 run here. Kraft, 4 kills, hitting 800. See if she can transition another one. No, she cannot. Newberry finds the cable.
Yeah, you heard Coach Playcheck saying that Newberry is in hit mode, and that is 100% accurate, but she is very adept at that mode.
In officiating mode as well. She had that one in as her partner will step back and go jump serve. Serving a bright spot for San Diego all year. That one will get called. And Cannon right now, about once a match, gets called for a handset. Set point, San Diego on the strength of that early service performance. Gina back to the jumper. Tops it into Cannon. Newberry way down low. Can't get a hold of that one. One fought off.
A good hard angle from Therese, avoiding both defenders.
Set point number 2. Go to Urango. She'll go to the middle. And cut it down to take set 1. The number 6 seed. The last spot in the playoffs takes the first set handily.
Yeah, they were just a little more consistent. Put a lot of pressure on LA from the service line. You mentioned there's a couple overpasses and a couple service aces were the difference.
San Diego looking for a spot in the semis. They could be 1 set away. Service and consistent side out carried them to a first set victory.
Magic, huh?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
The ARP start 6 seed with a victory in set 1 as the fans settle in beautiful Chicago, top of the Miracle Mile. Take Michigan Avenue all the way to the top, past the beautiful Drake Hotel, and find our spot here at Oak Street Beach, where you too can vomit in the morning. We're always having a good time here, hitting 500 both teams in the first set. As we look back at our fit checks, these are the walk-ins all season long. Players really love these moments kind of pre-weekend to get going.
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to show a little bit of your personal style. Gina, of course, with Mexican heritage, showing that a little bit there.
And this was the LA launch. I thought this was all time here in the full space suits. Not sure if those are NASA regulation, but awesome.
I think Hagen just had that in his closet.
He's like, hey guys, I got 4 of these. One's a little taller. We'll give that one to you, Logan Weber. We will see Logan and Hagen in action later today in what ended up being an LA and San Diego matchup on both the men's and women's side. So Cannon and Kraft both with identical hitting percentages, but a difference of 4 on the scoreboard. 15-11, San Diego took it.
Yeah, that shows you how important the serve-receive battle is in any given set, in any given match.
Gina back to that same jump serve. She'll sneak it over and an ace begins set number 2. This could get demoralizing.
It could, yeah. You hate to have a couple that are you're a little loose in reception, and then you stack one of these where there's nothing you can do about it.
So Cannon the early target. You expect her to remain that. Instead, it goes right to Kraft. And Newberry shuts it down. Block number 2. Make it block number 3 now.
Yeah, she is playing great volleyball. Good awareness to see that that ball is coming over on 2. Just gets right in front of it.
That one chipped deep. Again, LA in trouble early in the set. They hit their way out, much to the relief of those 2 women there.
Yeah, that's a really nice rundown from Meg Kraft and a good hittable set.
LA opened the season 3-1. Victories against the Dream, a different looking Smash team. And then, of course, that second victory over Urango and Newberry as that one finds the net before losing to the Palm Beach Passion. Second half of the season, it's been kind of a split affair. Going 1-1 the last 2 weekends. Cannon, good opportunity here. Shut down once again.
And Newberry is on fire right now. And that's a little bit of a hiccup on our scoreboard there. That's not 4-2. That's going to be 4-1.
San Diego doing as they did in the first, where they went up 7-3 and had LA burning their timeout. Oh, Newberry, that's not good yet. Can't skip it off the antenna. That was always the joke when the let serve came in the late 90s, early aughts. The joke was eventually you'd be able to skip it off the antenna. No word on the lobbying effort for that.
Well, if you adhere to any sort of logic, that should be allowed, and that the antenna right over the sideline. So why is the sideline good, but directly above the sideline no good?
It's an excellent point, Rich. If it hits the outer edge of the cable with the outer part of the ball, the inner part of the ball, why? Yeah, fine.
Yeah. The antenna should be a ball width outside of either sideline, right?
All right. Well, when you're president of the FIVB or the USA Volleyball, you can make these changes. That ball goes long.
Can't wait to skim money from Mikasa.
5-3 now. Cannon and Kraft find their footing a little earlier in this set than they did in the first. They've switched to go to Urango. Kraft, beautiful left hand. And the put away. There's some momentum.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal layout lefty from Megan Kraft. Really quality shot from Gina Urango. Just a better defensive play. You see that late move. She kind of hung in the middle, went to the sideline late, and then just wiggles that one through the hands of Newberry, who was in good position again on the block.
Launch showing the form that had them get to the Manhattan Beach Open finals, only to lose to Taryn and Kristen, the Austin Aces. Inside, there's another point.
And again, it's kind of the Megan Kraft show right now for LA. Really working hard defensively, getting them back level. Yeah, sorry, Kevin.
Kraft already 6 kills, 7 digs. Bringing her team back to even in a must-win set. Not this time. Urango shows a little Newberry.
Yeah, I like how both San Diego Smash women are just teeing off, especially from those sort of out-of-system type plays where the ball's coming from the back part of the court.
Almost a free confidence.
But yeah, I think it's a good mindset. They're clearly in kind of that aggressive mode.
Devin works on Therese. Therese will work around to the right this time and go straight up and over down the line.
A really nice reach. Good job by Kraft again to get that ball high and close to the net. Let Therese go up and be 6'4".
Therese Cannon, one-time soccer player, did a lot of canoeing up in her family's cabin in Canada. And one time won a race that her mom just entered her in. You're on summer vacation, your mom just puts you in a 5K. Fine, Mom, I didn't really want to do it, but how about if I win it?
A 5K?
Yeah.
Now that is, that would have spelled the downfall of my relationship with my mother had that happened to me as a child.
Deep corner again to Cannon. From way off the net, she splits the middle. 7-7.
Yeah, really good aggressive swing from Therese. As you mentioned, the set a little bit off, got the pull from Newberry. Able to find the middle of the court there.
Pulling defense has been an effective part of Devon's game.
Yeah, I mean, she's shown incredible prowess staying at the net in this match thus far.
Bad pass, better set. And right on the perimeter. Late signal there from John King on the line. But Newberry found it as we look at our women's bracket. This one feeding into Brandy and Mel. The Palm Beach Passion, that #2 seed. That'll be later today on the CW. Won't you join us for that? We'll have both the Palm Beach Passion matches. And then Denneberg, Donlin, Cheng Shaw. That'll be our next match here inside our stadium court. And that will be played tomorrow. Our side switch has not occurred until just now. Play reviewed off this swing, Rich.
This swing, and yeah, there's a little bit of rope, and you see that a critical part of a good attack is signaling whether or not it's in or out. Both San Diego Smash ladies indicating that it's in. It is in fact in.
Well, Cannon knew the report, hit the perimeter. It is Gina Urango. Devon off to such a good start here that they had to go away from her. Oh, and both partners looking at each other, and an ace found once again for San Diego. 9-7. Seems like a dangerous moment here for LA.
Yeah, this is critical, and you know, not to be overly nitpicky, but I think if you're Meg Kraft and your partner's being targeted almost exclusively, you got to help with those middle balls a little bit.
They come right back inside out to stay within one. But 3 aces for San Diego has been a little damaging for the LA side. Cannon looking for one here with Kraft behind her. Good start to the point. There's Kraft. It was touched, it'll have to go. And this time it's through the block and down.
Yeah, good scrambling recovery there from the San Diego Smash. The initial pass a little wayward. They were able to kind of recycle and get themselves a second chance.
Both teams still with their timeout for this set. On 2, stretch from Kraft is a winner.
You can see how just sort of physical and how confident she is offensively. That ball was kind of wide and not very high, and she just goes up, cracks it, no problem.
Yeah, I've done a lot of work on the sports psych side of things. Alex Cushing of USA Volleyball working with Meg. Physical, fun, gritty, and aggressive, her words that she falls back on. I think we've seen a lot of that thus far. Good pass there for her partner who misses, and it'll be another point for San Diego. Is this the time for a timeout?
If you don't get this side out, I would have to think it absolutely is. That's a pretty big missed opportunity, though. You wanted to earmark the ace up the middle. I would kind of tag that play as well as a pivotal one, particularly in this set.
Cannon gives it to Kraft, who again finds the kill. 8 kills, 9 attempts. in this match for Meg Kraft.
That's a pretty good number, Kev. 0 mistakes.
Off a number of difficult chances as well, as LA hangs tight in this elimination set. Remember, it's single elim here. You lose it, you're done. Your dream of a championship is over, and the dream of the championship grows now, tied at 11 off Cannon's first block.
The aggressive chest bump from Meg Kraft. She knew how important that one was. Good discipline here from Therese, just straight up and straight over on that tight set. I really like that from Newberry, though, not shying away. Just Therese was in perfect position.
Urango gets the next ball well off the net. Right to Kraft, chance for the lead. Too tight, and put away. Do not feed Devin. She comes with a little sign. Just says,
it
do
just
not
says,
feed
do not
Devin.
feed. No matter what time of day, it's not a midnight thing.
Nope, nope. She's not going to multiply. How big was that moment for San Diego? Newberry scoops. She'll go to the right side. Will she be aggressive? No, it'll be a net violation, negating the dig. Oh my, 13-11. San Diego right back on top.
Yeah, that is a stinger if you're LA. Yeah, they have no choice but to call the timeout here, just 2 points away from their season ending abruptly.
San Diego upstarts once again, 15-11, and now 13-11, getting right back on top in set number 2. Gina Urango, what a championship run it was last year for her in the San Diego Smash. Gina Urango!
What delivery! Option play into the corner for Urango. What a dig from Urango! Urango's on it again, another digging rep. Quick to the line.
Gina Urango, 2024 league MVP and champion. I wondered where the belt out today to get introduced. Come on, where are those belts? And will she wear it again in this year? This is a tremendous start. Winner gets the Palm Beach Passion. Oh, another ace. Wow. A collapse on the LA side here in match number 1. San Diego, match point already. Is it an ace? Yes, it is. The service game is the winner, and San Diego's on to the semis.
How about that? Put together the highlight package of Urango from last year, and she comes up with ace to close for the San Diego Smash. What a phenomenal performance from both ladies, Gina and Devin of the San Diego Smash.
San Diego finishes with 6 aces and a 4-0 run. You felt like it was coming with Devin Newberry there. They played such good volleyball, and that 1-3 record was not indicative of the quality that they were capable of.
It certainly wouldn't appear so. They were fantastic today. I love the aggressive mindset that they came in with, and they just never let up.
This is the way you finish a match.
Absolutely. Talked about her serve in the opening, and there is a display of perfection as far as location. And then you like to follow that one up with the sideline when everyone starts pinching middle. That got the job done, closed the deal there for San Diego.
Now you can see Cannon leaning to the right there into the middle as Gina Urango looked to the line, and that was the winner. So we will say goodbye to the LA launch for this season. Back-to-back losses, one in the Manhattan Beach Open finals and one in the first round here in Chicago. They'll finish with a record of 6-4 on the year, and the number 3 seed has been dismissed. Newberry and Urango will advance to face Brandy and Mel. That's Brandy Wilkerson and Melissa Humana Paredes of the Palm Beach Passion, the number 2 seed, We'll wait in the wings. That'll be our match later today on the CW.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Newberry and Urango fantastic in this one. They're going to have their hands full against the Palm Beach Passion a little bit later, but if this is the level of aggressiveness that they can bring, it's going to be quite the battle.
Devin Newberry finishes 9 of 12 in the attacking phase of the game. Her partner 8 for 17, just one error for Gina Urango. On the other side, Meg Kraft 8 kills on 10 attempts, but it's not enough as the service game kind of ruled this one.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the major difference. And there were a few little sort of friendly fire type mistakes by the LA launch that kind of ended up hurting them late. Some opportunities that went by the wayside that they would have ordinarily liked to have.
San Diego continues to be the playoff performers. They come in as the 6. They defeat the 3. They'll meet the 2 later today. We look forward to our next match. Brooklyn taking on Miami, maybe the hottest team on the women's side, Cheng and Shaw, coming in looking for glory in Chicago.